Yeah, that's why I want to bring in just 2 points. So, what this Hindutva is all is, it's a reactionary movement that's happening in India, and what's causing it? It's Islam, which is making us react in this fashion. I will give you one example of Will Durant, who has written this history of civilizations, story of civilization. He says that the Islamic invasion of India is the bloodiest of all in that humanity has seen. So we had to bear the brunt of it, and now we don't want a repetition of that, and we should assert ourselves.
Once again, the same victim card that you're playing here. I thought you would have reflected upon what we had discussed with such a long 2-hour conversation, I think. But it's the same thing which has been again repeated, and I think you just wanted to prove the point. And probably put yourself in the victim place and sort of hold accusation against Islam. Maybe that's what something which was left in the previous team to say, and you wanted to convey that this time.
Ron, the question is why now, after 75 years of India's independence, when the Hindus are still 80% in number and the Muslims are a minority, less than 20%? Why now, after 75 years, does it raise its ugly head of Hindutva?
No, it is not today. If you go back, the foundations of RSS was led sometime back in 1930s, even well before the independence happened, because people recognized what is about to come. For example, Pakistan got created as a theocratic state where they say Hindus are second-class citizens. The constitution of Pakistan says that.
Because Pakistan didn't exist in 1922, whenever the RSS was created.
Yeah, but they saw that coming because, the founder of...
Wait a minute. What was the thing that actually made the RSS or bring the RSS into existence? Give me something that triggered it.
Yes, for example, the founder of Aligarh Muslim University, he started this whole movement that Hindus and Muslims cannot live together.
And I'm saying when the RSS was started, when the foundation, what made them? What was the foundation?
Brother Rohan, you're too close to your mic. Can you move the mic away a little bit? We can hear you breathing.
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
So Pakistan didn't exist. The Aligarh University didn't exist back then. What was it that started the RSS?
Yes.
What was the main motivation? Let's see if you know the history.
Yes, the motivation was there was that religious churning that was happening in India.
No. I'm asking you, what was the main motivation for founding the RSS?
Yes, they wanted...
It wasn't religion, I can tell you that.
It wasn't religion, it was civilizational or cultural. They saw that...
Which culture triggered them to make this new movement called the RSS?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The onslaught which happened on India, which was... No. It was earlier than that, Brother Rohan. What Brother Hashim asking is what is the philosophical underpinning that justified the RSS coming into existence? Yes, if I'm understanding it right, they are acting as, a protection layer for the philosophical aspects of Hinduism. Hinduism for long lacked... You're not answering... Sorry, I think you've misunderstood. So what I'm asking for is how did they justify the RSS to come into existence? So there is an argumentation that was put forward, right, in a certain document that was produced. And in that document, it outlined why do we exist. Can you recall what was written in that document on why RSS exists? Maybe I don't know. Maybe you'll have to enlighten me.
You really need to go and learn the history before you start blaming Islam for it. Because, by the way, the RSS are not the enemies of just the Muslims, also of the Dalits.
Exactly. They would use that muscle power of Dalits to, just pit against the Muslims. And I think, Brother Rohan, you need to study Golwalkar and the way the entire agenda which was there to, to have this diversity which is there of tradition, language, custom, etc., just to straitjacket it into a monolithic Hinduism. That was one of the things. And of course, to create this kind of external enemy, which will be, so that you can have that external enemy, which can be used to whip up this Hindu consolidation that they wanted. So almost like that, Hitler kind of fascism was the basic aim with which they had worked on it. I think let's not bring in those political ideas when the stream is not about that.
No, there was a need for us to assert ourselves in that way. We cannot always remain battered amidst all these castes and all that. We were in need of a focal point so that we could stop. We should stop further.
But did you think, Brother Rohan, did you think that they actually eradicated the caste system? They did not. In fact, they used it for the personal self-vested interest. This is very clear.
Just the previous president of India.
They use the policy of the English. By the way, Ron, do you think India is only for the Hindus?
Certainly not. Nobody ever says that.
Do
But
you know what Hindutva is? Do you know the philosophy of Hindutva?
if you read the constitution enunciated by Mr. Savarkar himself, there he never says that this country will treat the other religionists as second-class citizens. But it happened in Constitution
it's not
of
about
Pakistan.
treating them as second class. It's the identity of the Hindus which they want to establish in India, that everybody else should leave. This is basically this is exactly what they've been saying all this time, that everybody else do not deserve this country. It's only for the Hindus.
In fact, Brother Rohan, if you would have seen the history of it, of the entire movement, you would have seen that for them the external enemy was never the Britishers. In fact, they would, they would even get certain kind of concessions from them. They would join. That's the reason why.
Do you know why Savarkar had to spend 10 long years in that horrible Andaman jails? Because he went after the British.
Oh, I'm telling you, Lord. If you read the books, even Nanaji Deshmukh in his book has written RSS has been the victim of slander. And they say, and in fact, they wondered why RSS did not take part in the liberation struggle organization.
That's why I'm asking you why Savarkar had to spend 10 years in Andaman jails.
See, I would just like to say, Brother Rohan,
why was RSS banned on 3 occasions in India? Why?
Yes, they found that maybe these guys are whipping up passions, and this is not the time to whip up
why
passions.
were they banned? What was the main reason they were banned?
Yes, they were whipping up passions, and some people said that
whipping up passions. What?
Yes,
whipping up passions.
Yes.
Are you trying to say they were promoting sectarian violence? Is that what you want to say?
Exactly.
So don't try to sugarcoat it. Whipping up passions.
Yes. Okay. If you want it direct. Yes, because India had to bear the brunt of a partition where they said that we are going to create 2 Islamic countries and 1 secular country by breaking India. This was not acceptable for them.
And who was the one who killed Mahatma Gandhi, since you had brought Mahatma Gandhi in the previous
saying, Sister Swati. That's what he wants to say. But
that's what he wants to.
He's trying to justify the death of Mahatma Gandhi.
Exactly.
No. I can never do that. In fact, I am the strongest.
You won't do that in open words. You won't say it. But when you say, according to the Hindutva, who was the main person responsible for the division of India?
Well, this is where I have some problems with RSS. They say it's the Nehru-Gandhi clan which undertook this exercise.
Why was Gandhi killed? Why was he assassinated by the RSS member?
Not the RSS member. Let's not call him that way. He was from the Hindu Mahasabha. He was from the Hindu.
You're saying this guy, what's his name?
Godse.
Yeah, Godse. He did not. He did not belong to RSS.
He was from another fringe group called the Hindu Mahasabha.
Did he belong to RSS or not?
No, I don't think he belonged to RSS.
He's from Hindu Mahasabha. Because he did belong to RSS. Maybe he might have gone his separate way some other time, but he definitely belonged to RSS.
And also, Brother Hashim, I wanted to ask, you had an entire stream on Hinduism and Hindutva ideology. So did Brother, I wasn't well and I couldn't join that stream. Did Brother Rohan come there? Because that was the entire topic of discussion in that stream. So did Brother Rohan come there, putting forth his arguments?
So then why? Brother Faiz wants to say something on this topic. Faiz, you got a few points you want to add?
Hello. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum
salam.
Where are you calling from, Brother Faiz?
I'm calling from India.
Okay, you're from India. So you probably know more than us who are not in India. So go on, please, add what you want to add.
Yeah, I mean, I do not understand the point these guys are trying to make here. They go round and round and round. I mean, they pour all the hatred when they are in private chat, And at this point of time in India, we are facing like this Dussehra. Many of the people have entered into the mosque and urinated. Police are with them. They are not going to provide any help to the Muslims. And these guys, advocate RSS. And they know they want Muslims out of the India. They do not say in front of the camera, but off camera, they all show their hatred. I mean, why are you so insecure? Why are you filled with so much hatred?
He's saying it's a reactionary movement. But the thing is, why is the reaction only mainly against the Muslims? Because if I remember correctly, the Muslims are the one who actually built up India. They are the ones who send the GDP skyrocketing in India. They're the ones who build all these monuments like the Taj Mahal, which is the jewel in the crown of India. Every time when they have a brochure about India, the first picture I see is the Taj Mahal. You're not identified by a temple in India. You're identified by Muslim architecture, a monument built by the Muslims that gives revenue in millions to the Indian government every single year.
Okay, brother.
But you're not against the British or the Christians mainly. They are the ones who looted India. They used to take the cotton back to England and then sell it back to you. Okay, they literally destroyed the country. But no.
Absolutely. And
Rohan, why?
Rohan, I want to ask you, I mean, how are you going to lead your life? If you are going to be like this, your heart is going to be, I mean, your life is not going to be easy. Remove the hatred. Live peacefully.
There is absolutely no space for hatred whatsoever.
No, you know what is there in your heart, all right?
Absolutely, I know, and for that reason, I'm here to clarify things.
All right, listen. Why are you guys talking about Hindutva? India has been a majority of Hindus, right? The Prime Minister, President.
I will give you an example.
Listen to me. You guys interrupt a lot. Listen to me. Okay. The Prime Minister of India has always been a Hindu. The President has always been a Hindu. And Home Minister, everyone. If you count the, if you see the percentage of advocates or the judges in Supreme Court, High Courts, everywhere, they are all Hindus. But still you think that Hindus are in danger, Why do you think like that? And why do you have to advocate for Hinduism? Okay. Just listen. Learn Hinduism.
Sorry, Brother Faiz, just to correct you, it's not Hinduism that we are against. They have a right to stay there. It's the Hindutva, who are the extremists, the fascists, who actually want to get rid of everyone, and they're saying this land is only for the Hindus.
Let me come in there.
When there are 200 million Muslims, where do you think they'll go? Create a new country?
They want to chop it off. They want to chop every Muslim. I can name the massacres.
So we are not against the Hindu, just to clarify.
Yeah, whatever. Hindutva, both are the same things.
They are not.
They're not. No, they're not.
The Zionists and the Jews.
Yeah, let's be careful here.
Not every Jew is a Zionist, and not every Hindu is a Hindutva.
Exactly. So we need to be, because look, this is a public broadcast, okay? We need to be very careful with vocabulary. So we agree, and to answer the question earlier, which Rohan, you didn't answer. So let me actually read something out to you, which is, it's actually public information. It's out there, and it's research that is underpinned by most of academia. And it says that Golwalkar's vision of a Hindu state drew inspiration from Italian fascism, specifically Mussolini's organization of fascist paramilitary forces. And in comparing the Hindus in India, primacy of Hitler's Aryan race, Golwalkar wrote, to keep up the purity of its race and culture, Germany shocked the world by purging the country of the Semitic races, the Jews. Race pride at its highest has been manifested here. A good lesson for us in Hindustan to learn and profit by. This is the underpinning philosophy that I asked for, that drove the creation of this organization known as the RSS. So therefore, you see, nowhere in there do I see the word religion. Nowhere in there do I see that this is driven by some kind of faith tradition that he has a problem with. No, his entire foundation is he wants race pride, i.e. nationalism, and a fascist paramilitary elite to take front stage. What do you say to that?
Okay, now first I'll answer Faiz's question and next to yours. Why Hindus are assertive these days? Recently, the ex-Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan himself said that the Hindu women of Pakistan are being forcefully dragged out of their homes and are being converted into Islam. Prime Minister of Pakistan says this. And the Pakistan tried to bring in a law which prohibits forceful conversions. And again, that was stalled and they removed it, saying time is not conducive to bring in this, which means what? Forcible conversions are fine in Pakistan.
And then you say, Brother Rohan, that you have not come, you have no hatred in your heart, you have not come to incite
That's what
anything.
I wanted to figure out.
I mean, look at the statements, look at the stream, look at the topic of the stream, and you are bringing something which was not a part of it, and you're saying there is not even an iota of hatred. Look at the claims.
What is the reference?
So no, we don't need reference. They got the Hindus who have got the Ghar Wapsi thing, which is no different to what some Muslims are doing in Pakistan. Look, we are not here representing either the Indian government or the Pakistan government. The last thing we want to get involved in is politics. Okay,
exactly. That is not the topic of the stream,
and we want to stick to that. So this is always a problem with discussing with Hindus. They have to.
with
There's a lot of static in the line. I guess Rohan, please put the mic on.
with all due respect, Swati, we need to say goodbye to Mr. Rohan Saxena because we're not going to discuss Hindutva on this stream, and we've got a few other guests, and it's been a long stream for Sister Swati as well. So thanks for coming, Rohan Saxena, and maybe in our future streams.
If we have another stream on Hindutva, we can come on and have that discussion.
Yeah, you're most welcome to join there. Okay,
Thank you.